How you doing, YouTube? Mountain Massive Beer Reviews. Back with another review. A little bit of sour goodness. Hopeful goodness. Haven't had it yet. Don't know. On today's MBR with Trillium Brewing's Raspberry Soak. Yeah. Super excited to give this a whirl. It's been a while since I've done a sour review. I might have posted some, but it's been I can't remember the last time I did a sour. So actually, you know what? That's a lie. I've done some. Anyway, super excited to give them a whirl for a couple of reasons. One, I'm in the mood for a sour. Two, it's Trillium. They're usually pretty good. And three, it's my first Trillium sour review. Yay! So big. Anyway, yeah, this bottle comes courtesy of Harry. You know Harry. He's done some of the reviews with me. Super awesome dude. He's up in Boston with his actual wife. She was running around doing things she runs. And he got me a bottle of this. So thanks, dude. So let's dive in. As far as what it says on the bottle, it says Raspberry Soak. It's an American sour wheat ale aged in oak barrels. Trillium Brewing Company, 5.5% alcohol by volume. That'd be that, because Trillium don't fuck around. Label-wise, it's fucking awesome. Some of my favorite labels in the fucking game. I am a sucker for that crazy wood etching style. I've said it in the past. I'll keep saying it. I just fucking love it. Yeah. And I love the fact that they still put, like, fucking, price gun fucking dating on their bottles. You know what I mean? Like, you know, this came out March 3rd. And, or bottled March 3rd. I don't know. Something about that. I dig. Proper glassware, too. How about that shit? Look at me doing a fucking actual proper glassware fucking review. It's like hell is frozen over. Give that a pump. Give her a whirl. Trillium Sours. I have done them. I've not done them review-wise, obviously. Like I said, believe this is my first one. But I've had them. I like them. They kind of, depending on which one, they kind of like run right around where I like my sours to sit, which is enough kind of souriness to let you know that you're drinking sour, but nothing overly acidic to where it kind of drives me away. But that is a beautiful looking beer. I mean, you look at that, it's got a soft kind of pickish hue to the head. Rocky as you'd expect with a sour beer, dissipating pretty quickly. But you're left with this beautiful kind of raspberry jamminess as far as the color goes. Absolutely beautiful in color. I mean, that's just, you know, that be the goods right there as far as color goes. So, yeah, we're off to a good start so far. Let's see if we can get a nose on her. Okay. Soft tart. Soft like lemon zesty tartiness. I want to believe there's berry components in there too. And there is, but it's not super in your face. I would expect it to be super in your face, but it is. Those raspberries come through, but it's more of like a it's not a jamminess. It's not a syrupiness, because it's really, and even though this is sweeter than I think it's gonna be based off of the nose, it's more of like a I don't know. I want to put it somewhere and I can't think of. Ice cream. And that's a horrible way to put it. Lots of words here. It's not really that fun. There's a raspberry component there. And I don't want to define it with a definition. I want to be like, it smells like raspberry smelling beer. It has this. I'm gonna put my finger on it too. Probably not in this review though. Afterwards, and that pissed me off. It has that raspberryness to it, and that raspberryness is not overly sweet. It's not overly funky. It's not like candied. It's not jammy. It's like kind of like a neutral, like raspberry water. If that makes any sense. So there's a nice tartness in there. It reminds me of like a tartness you get from like a lemon zest. And there's really not much as far as wood I can get from it, but that raspberry is decently represented. Every time I sniff it too, I get a little bit more, so it's kind of a compounding effect going on. So, I mean, she looks beautiful. She smells very pretty too. So, let's see what she tastes like. Cheers. more sip. That's fucking delicious. That's really delicious. This is where I like my sours to go. To be perfectly honest with you. Sprightly. First thing I noticed, carbonation. Sprightly and effervescent. There's like this kind of fake out of sweetness. It's sweet. There's more tartness to balance that out, so it doesn't come off sweet. When you first actually taste it, for me, what I get is that carbonation up front, and I get this really nice kind of sweetness. It's like, okay, this is going to be really sweet, sour, sweet jamminess, because there's definitely a jammy element in there in the mouth. Sweet raspberryness. And then you go to release, and then that's where your sours kind of come into play. Or sourness, esqueness, is that a word? Comes into play, and it kind of washes over that, and kind of beats down that sweetness. It's washed with that raspberry. I mean, it's all over the place, and it feels like it's kind of like multiple different raspberries. There's like a jammy component to it, but then there's like a Jolly Rancher component to it, but then there's like a wild, non-sour wild ale component, like a yeasty component to it. So there's like, it tastes like there's multiple different raspberry aspects to the beer, not just a singular note. It's tart. It's definitely a sour. It's not like a pseudo sour. But it doesn't get over the edge. It's not overtly acidic. There's acid there. I feel a little bit of tinglies going on. But it's not, I mean, I've taken like 8 sips now on camera. It's not killing me, and I didn't take everything to kind of combat the sours. The acidity sometimes I get from sours that really beats me back. So it's aggressive enough to kind of make you give a shit, but at the same time, it's not so aggressive to where it kind of turns you off, or at least me, because I know some people like that stuff. It's a really good beer. There's like a nice kind of crackery kind of malt kind of floating around and around the front and the back of the whole thing. Mouth feels nice. Has this like density to it to carry it through. Yeah, it's a beautiful beer. That's the word I want to use too, beautiful. And I want to say good, I want to say great, I want to say amazing, I want to say fantastic, I want to say beautiful. It's where I like my sours to go. People out there want to fucking blaspheme on this shit. It's very like aged Cantillon for me. And maybe that's where the wood comes into play for it. Maybe being kind of, I don't know how long they age it. Maybe they age longer. I don't know. There's a wood component there. It's a soft kind of new oak, and there's a little bit of tannins going on that dries it out to make you want to drink a little bit more. So the oak is definitely present in there, but it's not overt. It's the raspberry that kind of leads the way. But this does have kind of like a I don't know. It's a subtle Cantillon vibe to me. One of these jammers right there. You know what I mean? A creek. It's not a creek. You know what I mean? But it has vibes like that for me. Let's see what else. That's pretty much it. Just great beer. Enjoyable. The best Trillium sour that I've had so far. Like I said, I probably had about 5. And they're nice. Mostly come in bottle shares, but I'm doing a couple of reviews tonight, so it's not my first beer of the shoot. So there's a little bit of kind of, not cleansed palate thing going about it to base it off of me having the other ones at bottle shares. But yeah, this one for me is probably far and away the most enjoyable one I've had out of the bunch. So yeah, let's talk about it. Is it one of the better sour beers I've had? I was like, yes. Might be up there at number one, if not very close. Value and availability, I forget what it was. I think it was 18, I believe. I still got to pay Harry, so I got to pay you, motherfucker. So I got to. So yeah, I think it was $18 at brewery only. You know, that's kind of the way things go nowadays. 750 format, and just say if you like what we like this. If you like good sour beer, if you don't want anything overly acidic, if you like the fruit portion of the show up, if you like multiple kind of levels of the fruit portion of the show, it's definitely worth checking out. I mean, you know, it's not like Trillium needs publicity, and, you know, sit here and do this review. It's like people out there, you'd be like, oh, wow, now I'm convinced I'm going to drink some shit from Trillium. But, you know, it just goes to show that, you know, they do more than the things that most people tout, and they're really fucking good at it. And even though some of the sours that I've had from them, or all the ones that have been very nice, is the one that's kind of next level for me. So yeah, if you like good beer, if you like nice sours, if you like fruit in your beer, give it a whirl. You won't regret it. So hopefully you can find some, or find on draft. You might, I don't know if that makes it out there. Anyway, there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If not, you know, or you did, or somewhere in between down there, leave words and stuff. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped. Massive beers in all four of those places if you do want to check me out anywhere else. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice fruited sour right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.